The film industry shows no signs of slowing down, with the cinematic experience continually offering grander and more ambitious spectacles. While it's always thrilling when an original idea captures the mainstream audience's imagination, studios frequently delve into franchises, build connected universes, or revisit old concepts with fresh perspectives. Remaking movies is not a recent phenomenon, and there are instances where modern technology and a new viewpoint can achieve what was previously impossible. Remakes can also take a classic idea in an entirely new direction. Though remakes aren't inherently lacking in creativity, many fail to seize their potential, sometimes even diminishing the legacy of the original. Step into the realm of cinematic disappointment as we delve into the 10 worst movie remakes. So the 10th worst remake on our list is RoboCop, 2014. The 1987 film RoboCop is a razor-sharp satire of the increasingly violent action genre, striking a chord with its eerie predictions of reality. Director Paul Verhoeven's intent to dismantle and critique the action genre, corporate power, and police corruption is what gives the original its edge. In contrast, the 2014 remake, while boasting a strong cast and flashy visuals, deviates from the original's purpose. Instead of meaningful societal satire, it becomes entangled in gratuitous violence, missing the essence of Verhoeven's critique. And the 9th worst remake on our list is The Day the Earth Stood Still, 2008. The Day the Earth Stood Still is a revered 1950s science fiction tale that cleverly uses the Cold War era to explore themes of peace and cooperation with extraterrestrial beings. While the original is a classic, it's also ripe for a remake. Scott Derrickson, known for his visionary work, helmed the 2008 adaptation, but it falls short of expectations. Despite successful updates and the inspired casting of Keanu Reeves as the humanoid alien Klaatu, the film disappoints, feeling like a lackluster execution of a timeless premise. And the 8th worst remake on our list is Total Recall, 2012. Total Recall, a sci-fi classic from the 1990s, shines due to Paul Verhoeven's self-aware direction and the inspired casting of Arnold Schwarzenegger as the disillusioned protagonist, Douglas Quaid. The original film remains a remarkable achievement, which places 2012's remake at a disadvantage from the start. Len Wiseman's remake, starring Colin Farrell and Kate Beckinsale, lacks the soul of the original. It misses the campy charm, and its portrayal of the future in Mars feels more outdated than the original's vision. In every aspect, it falls short as an inferior imitation. And the 7th worst remake is The Child's Play, 2019. Don Mancini's Child's Play horror franchise, spanning 6 films and now a successful TV series, has undergone numerous transformations over the years. In 2019, the remake chose to diverge significantly from the original premise. Whereas the original film revolves around a killer's soul inhabiting a doll, the remake takes a different approach, treating Chucky as a malfunctioning piece of complex technology, reminiscent of an episode of Black Mirror. However, this deviation results in a less compelling idea and a lackluster portrayal of Chucky. And the 6th worst remake on our list is Psycho, 1998. Remaking an Alfred Hitchcock film inevitably draws criticism, and few of these updates surpass the originals. Gus Van Sant's 1998 Psycho is particularly controversial, not only due to the original's prestige, but also because it's a shot-for-shot remake. This approach makes it feel almost like an experimental student project. The remake offers little beyond being in colour instead of black and white. Although Vince Vaughn presents an interesting Norman Bates, he doesn't surpass Anthony Perkins' iconic performance, making the remake hard to justify. And our 5th worst remake is The Fog, 2005. While John Carpenter's filmography is celebrated, his 1980 movie, The Fog, is often considered a weaker entry, leaving room for a potentially stronger remake. The story revolves around a small town haunted by supernatural terrors concealed within a foreboding fog, serving as a metaphor for past sins. Carpenter's version may lack in scares, but it succeeds in building atmosphere, a quality noticeably absent in the 2005 remake. And the fourth worst remake on our list is Swept Away 2002. While Guy Ritchie is renowned for his energetic British action films like Snatch and The Gentleman, his 2002 film Swept Away stands out as a critical failure. Starring his then-wife Madonna, it's often cited as one of the worst movies ever made. Unlike the insightful 1974 version, Ritchie's adaptation lacks depth, failing to explore social and political themes. Additionally, Madonna's character's initial unlikability makes her redemption by the film's end unconvincing. And our third worst remake is Firestarter 2022. While not the pinnacle of 1980s Stephen King adaptations, Firestarter 1984 features powerful set pieces and showcases a young Drew Barrymore's talent in her role as the pyrokinetic Charlie McGee. The 2022 remake makes clever choices, including incorporating John Carpenter's original unused score from the 1984 film. However, despite these smart decisions, Ryan Kiera Armstrong fails to captivate as Barrymore did, and Zac Efron's portrayal of Charlie's conflicted father lacks impact. The premise of a girl with pyrokinetic abilities holds immense potential, but the 2022 rendition fails to realize it. And our second worst remake is Overboard 2018. Overboard 1987 is a delightfully absurd comedy built around a convenient case of amnesia and a clever twist on the fish-out-of-water trope. While not a masterpiece, the original film succeeds thanks to Gary Marshall's skillful direction and the undeniable chemistry between Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell. In contrast, the 2018 remake showcases Anna Faris's dedicated performance, which shines in the role. However, despite her efforts, the remake ultimately founders, unable to match the charm of its predecessor. And the last worst remake on our list is Footloose 2011. Despite the original Footloose being a timeless classic, a remake was inevitable in 2011, aiming to recapture its magic. Set in a small southern town that outlaws dancing and loud music after a tragedy, the remake fails to elevate the material. Unfortunately, the 2011 version falls short on every level, with its outdated ideas feeling even sillier in the context of the 2010s. None of its moments surpass the original, and its romantic leads, Kenny Wormold and Julianne Hough, pale in comparison to Kevin Bacon and Laurie Singer. So, among these 10, whose remake do you consider the worst? Tell us in the comments section. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe to this channel.